today I got some time to be in the shop. Let's see, Monday it was 60-something degrees. Yesterday it barely got to where we could grind, 32 degrees. And today it's 15 degrees outside with a sleet and slash ice storm. And then Saturday it's supposed to be in the 40s or 50s. Who knows? Whatever it is. Anyway, I made this video the other day, and this video is really, it's about a couple of things. One thing is, they had a rake, which you'll see in the video, that was laying there on the side. It was a tree company there. So while my son did a couple of smaller stumps and was working on a couple of bigger ones, I figured he already back dragged and backfilled a hole. I'd say the tree company basically something for me to do when my son was grinding. I used this new rake they had, and I dressed up the hole. I almost felt like stealing the rake. That's how much I liked it. So I just ordered one from Amazon today. And I think Vermeer sells them out of their Sherelle. For sure they sell them. But I found it on Amazon, so I'll order it to be here in a few days. It was about, don't get me wrong, with tax, everything. It was $44 plus tax, right around, let's just say 50-ish, okay? You'll find them for higher, but that's the lowest I was able to find it. And they come in different sizes. The one I ordered was basically the size of a standard rake. They got these heavy tines on them, and they move the mulch pretty dang good for me, and dressed it up nice. Now, I still use a standard, garden rake, a heavy one, to move heavier stuff, but this one dressed it up real nice, and I was very impressed. And sticks and twigs that were laying around from the tree guys, that's why they use them. It grabs them and moves them very easily. So if you're in a tree service, I got to give this rake a thumbs up. Also, it'll dethatch a lawn really well. So, and on moving mulch around, I liked it. So I gotta give this rake a thumbs up. But the rest of the video is really about, you'll see a video, part of the rake I'll show you when I was out there. But the rest of the video is dealing about how the tree companies have progressed and changed a lot. I mean, it went from, a lot of companies aren't using chippers anymore. And you'll see. If they have a green waste, which means a dump that they can dump everything from grass to trees, and anything that's naturally grown can be taken to these city dumps. So a lot of guys are going to dump trailers, and it cuts out the price of a chipper for them. And I'm watching guys do medium-sized trees and big trees. And they've come up with this one gentleman. I saw someone else doing this, I think, in Louisiana. But then this one guy, young guy, his father owns a large craning company, and his father's progressively getting out of the business, and I think somebody else in the family would take it over. But two and a half years ago, he went from a flatbed trailer, smaller trailer, pulling it with an SUV. Then he graduated to a 1-ton, pulling that same trailer. Then he went from the 1-ton to the dump trailer, and then now he's pulling it. He's got a Class A setup. He's pulling it with. I'm not sure what brand the truck is. I didn't spend a lot of time on a truck, but basically it's what's called a day cab. It's what companies use inside cities it's a semi with just a single set of rears instead of double stacked tandems. So they call it, and it doesn't have an extended cab on it for like a sleeper or anything. They're day cabs. So it's a beautiful setup, and he's never going to be overloaded. And he also moved into something else, which is, you'll see in this video, is freaking. He came to me with the idea. He said, "What do you think? What do you think?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." But, they do a lot of emergency jobs. Like if a tree was on a house, his dad with the craning company would be in the inn. This kid could jump in a lot of, and he's not a kid. I've known him since he was young. I found out his exact age. He's 42 years old. He's fantastic. He's very well organized. He's type A personality, kind of like me. But we get along really well, and his brother's a top-notch climber. So is he. They use safety gear out the wazoo. Anything that's new and whatever in the system, they know how to use it. They use comm systems to talk to each other to work. He did these 2 large trees plus about 4 smaller trees. Called me into jobs that'll be ready by 11 or noon. And you'll see in the video what was left. And he manages to dice them up in this other piece of equipment. I'm not going to spoil it. I won't tell you until you see the rest of the video. It's a pretty freaking neat idea, all right? He's incorporating, he expanded his business for another service / to where he could use this equipment for doing other construction things. And then another thing that almost all the tree companies are doing now, they're using ditch witches or mini skids that you stand on skid steers. And the lifting capacities are going up and up and up. It used to be like the max ticket lift was 500 then to 800, and now companies are 1,000 pounds. And now I think there's another one, it's an Italian brand, I can't pronounce it, Kamani, whatever. It's saying that it can lift over 1,500 pounds. All right? And then other guys are using a articulating type deal. So they really, really have advanced the system of a small tree guy where he can get rid of a lot of employees, groundmen. 2 guys can do big jobs and be done in a day or less. And I'm seeing it being done. And because I grind for contractor. I'm a subcontractor for commercial contractors. So I see what everybody's doing, everybody has. A lot of them are dropping their chippers and going to this system, and seems to be working, you know. Anyway, there'll be a glimpse of it here in the video, a glimpse of the rake. Just enjoy what you see or whatever. And remember, if you're not learning something new every day, you must be dead. And God bless you all for watching everything I show up on here. And if you laugh about the rake, actually, I really did like it. That's why I'm putting it up here. I'm giving it a thumbs up, okay? And the rest of the stuff, you get to see some stuff and equipment. Also, keep an eye on this ditch witch. There's something mounted on the ditch witch. And make a comment about if you notice what's on it. There's a grapple on it, but there's something else that's mounted on there for the groundman to be able to use. Anyway, see you next time. I know this is going to sound silly, but I borrowed this rake from on the job site of these tree guys. It's called the Groundskeeper 2. It's got these heavy metal tines on it. It says it's used for, let's see, no down pressure. Works for leaves, mulch, rock, dirt, thatch, just about any other debris. There's a website here. I don't know if I can zoom up on it or not. I'll put a link in the description. It's called the Groundskeeper, ERII.com, made in USA. I'll put the whole link in there. But I tried it out. I won't lie to you, I'd love to steal it from them. I'm gonna buy one. Very, very lightweight, well made. These tines move the mulch that has dirt in it really easy. And since it's light, it doesn't wear you out. So that's what today's video is about, a freaking rake and how the tree industry has changed. Anyway, we don't do cleanup. The contractor will do all that. I just cleaned up a couple of small ones to make life easier while my son was grinding. So, how the tree industry has changed in 20 years. We used to do everything by dolly. Almost everybody has a mini skid steer. This one here, he has got multiple attachments. He's got a flat grapple. He's got a log grapple. Then he has incorporated an excavator with the grapple on it. And he does an underpull and uses a Class A truck setup. He's never overloaded. Things have changed in the industry. For the plus, young guy, well, since he was a young man, since he was 20,